Hello and good evening, Animator Aaron here. Recently, a console emulator known as Delta has been going popular really. It's on the App Store. I'll get into the more specifics in a second. Delta is a console emulator made by Riley Tested that was put on his software called AltStore. Now, AltStore, it's kind of like using Sideloadly, except not. Basically, quick rundown, you install Alt Server on either your Windows or Mac computer, install iTunes and iCloud if you're on Windows, and then you go to install it using your Apple ID, you press continue, and it installs it. So AltStore is basically just, it lets you install apps from Riley Test It, and if you're a supporter, I think you get access to beta apps. But it also lets you install IPA straight from your phone. Although the reason why it needs your Apple ID is because it's using a developer account. It's using your developer account. And if you don't pay for it, you get a free developer account, which is 3 apps on one device for 7 days. And you can refresh it, and part of AltStore was Delta. Delta is originally from AltStore, and it's a console emulator. They're all Nintendo consoles. I think some examples are SNES, NES, DS, N64, Game Boy Advance. I think that's all of them. But recently, Delta's been getting really popular because it's been released on the App Store, which makes me, it actually confuses me a lot, because there's never been a case like this ever. I mean, you could say iDOS, but that's DOS. I mean, anyways. So to me, how I found out about this is I was watching some YouTube shorts, and it was Phone Repair Guru. That's how I found out about Delta on the App Store. Because I would have never thought in a million years that any emulator would be on the App Store. But it's on the App Store for free. You can download it right now. I would leave a link in the description, but it's country based. I'm in Australia. I mean, I'm sure everybody else can download it, but that's besides the point. So the real thing is, I have 2 questions. One, how did it get accepted onto the Apple Store? And 2, what is Nintendo gonna do about it? Let's tackle the second question. What's Nintendo gonna do about it? Me personally, I think that in a matter of time, it's gonna get taken down. Because something like this, like for example, Yuzu, that's a Nintendo Switch emulator that got taken down. Although that took a lot longer to get taken down. Plus, that was Nintendo Switch. Delta is retro Nintendo, so it might, I'm assuming that it will get taken down within a matter of time. Within maybe the start of May. Because, Nintendo doesn't like these sort of things. And, I wouldn't be surprised. Although, I have no idea. Anyways, now to the first question. How did it get on the App Store? I have no idea. But I can label a few things. Delta, it has access to files and it has access to iTunes. You can import files into it, like your games. You have to actually import your games. You can download skins for it. It all uses the Files app, and you also connect to Google Drive or Dropbox for syncing. But I can only assume. I'm assuming that it's gone on there by mistake. They've tried, thinking they wouldn't get it on, but they did. Because Apple, it's not like the Google Play Store. You can't just put anything on there that's really useful and make it get accepted on there. Like with the Google Play Store, you find emulators for almost anything. You can change your home screen. You can change apps for your home screen on there. This iOS runs iOS, if that makes any sense. Like I said, the only other example I could really think of this is iDOS, but that's been taken down and hasn't been up since, but there are IPA files for it. Either this is a big step in Apple's ecosystem for apps on the App Store, or this is to do with the EU, because the EU's been doing some really nice things lately, even though I'm not in EU. But it doesn't make any sense, because like I said, nothing like this has really happened much before. I was thought it was unexpected. I never would have, like I said, I've never would have thought, I'm repeating all this stuff, but I've never would have thought Apple would do something like this. Like, just to prove that it is legit. It is on the App Store, the page is still up there. It requires iOS 14, I can't download it on here. It is #1 in entertainment, and it has a 4.9 star rating with 419 ratings. Like, that's how popular it is. It has Bluetooth control support, and apparently it has family sharing, even though it's a free app. It also is on Mac, but I think you need an M1 chip. I'm going by what I saw on the page. The minimum's iOS 14. I would recommend you, if you like this kind of stuff and like you're into this like retro, I would suggest download it and install it. But most importantly is downloading it, getting it on your account. It's free, you can download it, but I would suggest downloading it before anything happens. Because I can't guarantee you, but I could almost guarantee you that some sort of action is going to be taken by this. Some sort of big tech lawsuit's going to happen, and either they're going to dispute it or they're just going to agree and take it down. Like, I kept seeing some YouTube shorts in my recommended. It's like, oh, how to play classic games on your phone. Like here's a recommended video by some ordinary gamers. Apple is going to make Nintendo very angry, and the thumbnail includes his phone running Delta, running a Nintendo console. Like, if you were to Google Delta iPhone emulator, and like you'd filter it by the newest videos, you'd find this stuff. Like, it's gonna get taken down. I can assure you that it's gonna get taken down. But in the rare chance it doesn't, this is one big major step into improving the App Store. Like, nobody could have seen this coming. Like, unexpected. It was unexpected for me. I would have never imagined. So, what I've done is, this is somewhat related, but I've made an archive of the first 2 IPAs I could find, which is the newest one and one of the older ones. I have it on archive.org, but oh, whatever. Anyways, that was me talking about it. Like, there are a lot of other people who could do more in-depth videos on it, like these bigger YouTubers. I'm just doing a brief run over of it. And like I said earlier, it is very simple to download. Just search up Delta in the App Store, find Delta Emulator. It will be like a triangle. You know, it'll say it's by like YVET tested, if I'm saying that right. Just click download, it's free. I suggest getting on your Apple ID, so in case it does go away, that you know, you got it. Unrelated, I will keep doing IPA backups of the newest versions I can find, because I have a very nice website here that I know. Like, I'll keep it up just in case it goes down. I'll have all the IPAs, or the version of the IPAs I can find on my archive.org account. I'll link my link tree in the description. Well, that's also on my main profile in case you want to view or download the IPAs. It is still up in the App Store. You can download it right now. So this is very interesting. I would have never expected Apple to do this, and it's very cool in my opinion. I would have never thought. If you did find this video helpful or entertainment, whatever. If you found it, if you enjoyed the video, if you found it entertaining, if you found it helpful, factual, please consider to like and or subscribe. Either which one, I don't care. It helps me out so much. I try to get videos out on time, but since I'm just some random kid, I don't exactly have a good schedule. I try my best, but you know. That's it for today. This is Animator Aaron signing off. Have a good evening.